Today on the channel, we tell the tale of the Jakks Classic Superstars Tag Team Series 1, the Hart Foundation.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jakks Classic Superstars deep dive and review. And today on the channel, we got both versions of Classic Superstars Series 1, the Hart Foundation. But for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this video like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging and kinda, not really, we're not going to unbox these guys. I already do have a set unboxed, but I thought it'd be an interesting one to take a look at the figures, take a look at the packaging, of course, but also tell the tale of the variant UK edition of this Hart Foundation. And of course, like I said, Hart Foundation, part of Series 1 of Classic Superstars, the tag teams. We knew all about the single carded figures. We loved them, and then they brought in the tag teams, and a lot of excitement around Series 1. Of course, with the Hart Foundation, the Rockers, and my personal favorite, the Legion of Doom, really starting off hot in Series 1. Then Series 2 and beyond, they kind of mixed the formula up a little bit, as a lot of us assumed it would be all tag teams in the sets, but then they started to introduce some manager and figures, and that worked okay for me. Then some feuds, and that's where it kind of lost me. I wasn't a big a fan of the feud packs as I was the manager wrestling in the straight up tag team packs. So we had some really good sets though that continued over the years. Then we had some duds mixed in as well, and we'll talk about all those on the channel as we always do. But today we're talking the Hart Foundation, and an interesting one. Of course, Series 1, a Toys R Us exclusive in the United States for those keeping track at home. And this was the United States edition right here. It is the pink knee pad edition. And there's a few other differences as well. But let's take a look at this one first. We got Jim the Anvil Neidhart. We got Bret Hart looking only like they could look in Classic Superstars, the Tag Team Series 1. Looking good with the big bubble, the big deluxe packaging. Just an absolute game changer. I still remember seeing these on the pegs for the first time. And just my mind just being totally blown, of course. This is back 2004. Yep, 2004. Just a wild, wild time to be a collector. Very cool stuff. Of course, the internet was there, but it isn't quite like it is now, so there were still some surprises, especially in the Toys R Us exclusives, because guess what? Jakks didn't have to promote these. They didn't have to do the work because they already had the sale from Toys R Us. They didn't have to. They already got the orders in, everything else, where the regular series that go everywhere, they got to push them. They got to kind of move those units a little bit, but the Toys R Us ones, they didn't, so a lot of times it was just, hey, look what's on the shelf. It's the Hart Foundation, and that's how we'd all find out about the same time. Very, very cool way of doing business back in the day. On the side, you got Anvil and Bret Hart. And you got the Hart Foundation on the side right over here. And then, of course, the back of the packaging, you got the big cross-sell. You got the Hart Foundation, the LOD, and the Rockers down below. We got the tails of the tape. We got the blurb, UPC's warnings. Let's see what it says about the Hart Foundation. Bret Hart debuted 1984, kinda, I guess, in the WWE maybe. Weight 235 pounds, 6'1". Finishing move, the good old sharpshooter. Titles, WWE Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion. Favorite quote, of course, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Of course, that's right. Jim the Anvil Neidhart debuted 1979, 275 pounds, 6'1". Anvil Flattener is his finishing move. Titles, WWE Tag Team Champion. Very cool on the back. There is no knee pads and no glasses either on these. So very bare bones on the prototypes on the back of these guys. No tag team title belts either. But looking good, the Hart Foundation here. Now we turn our attention, though. There was a variant edition over in the UK, and that's what we're looking at here. Of course, we've had a few different UK exclusives over the years. We talked about the Best of British 2-pack. Of course, the fabled Hulk Hogan Andre the Giant 2-pack, and now the Hart Foundation. One thing that is different with those UK releases is the butterfly hook compared to the J hook that we see in North America more. It must just be a patented design for overseas. I'm not exactly sure why they do that differently, but it is one thing, a point of difference between these. And then the other big point of difference is, of course, the knee pads. You get the black knee pads on here, and then you do get Bret Hart with his shades on the figure here where they're up on this one. So very, very little differences, very little changes, but if you're a completionist of this line, you got to have both versions of these. So I did have to pick this one up, and I wanted to call this one out as well. So there you go there. But now we turn our attention over to this one. I do have unboxed when we put this off to the side, so I don't accidentally unbox it. That's all I want to do. But we do got Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart over here. Looking good, looking awesome. Love both of these figures. We got Bret Hart. Let's take a look at him first. How about? And we'll go through the articulation. Of course, articulation can be the same for both characters. Arms go all the way around, bicep cut, single jointed elbow, back and forth, fisted hand, of course. Waist articulation back and forth. Leg goes up, bend at the knee, ankles back and forth. Pink and black attack, of course, on Bret Hitman Hart. We do got the tag team title belts here. They are not painted. We did see them painted with the 3-pack of these two and Jimmy Hart, the Walmart exclusive back in the day. Unfortunately, not for the tag team series. We do get Bret Hart shades here. We've seen these a few different times. Always still a really good shades. Really do like those for Bret Hart. Really make the figure. Do get the elbow pads on him. Somehow I must have took an elbow pad off. I'll have to put one back on. I don't know what I did there. But missing an elbow pad here, but we should have elbow pads. Of course, Hitman on the back of the tights. Pink knee pads. Talked about UK having the black knee pads, so definitely a point of difference between those as well. But definitely looking good. Definitely looking like Bret Hart all day long. Can't do any wrong with a Bret Hart figure if you ask me, so I really do like that one. Then we turn our attention over to Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Once again, he gets the pink knee pads. He gets black elbow pads. We do get the tag team title unpainted as well. And then he gets the black sunglasses. And these sunglasses we've seen reused many, many times, including with almost every single Jim the Anvil Neidhart figure that was released in the classic line. Of course, Anvil, a lot of reuse out of him too. We saw the same body mold used many a times as well. You got Anvil on the back of the tights. Same pink and black attack going on for old Jim the Anvil Neidhart here. His iconic goatee, one of the most iconic facial hairs in wrestling history. There's no doubt about that. And then, of course, he's got the white boots down here, just like Bret Hart has as well. So another very, very good looking representation of the Anvil, and a really solid representation of course, the Hart Foundation here in the Classic Superstars 2-pack. Really, really do like these guys. Really do like the figures here. They really do pop. Still a favorite set for many all these years later. Just a fabulous, fabulous set. Fabulous rendition in the Tag Team Series, Series 1. But what do your guys think about this set? Did you pick it up back in the day? Did you know about the UK variant? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you over on the old Patreon channel. Truly your best way to support the channel and all of its contents. Of course, we get monthly giveaways, early access to videos, Q&As, pizza reviews, you name it. A lot going on the Patreon channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart and the Hart Foundation members everywhere, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.